We talk about breakout trades and reversal trades all the time, but what is the best way to find those kind of trade opportunities, that too when the market is moving really fast? Today is July 11th. uh, Market is sliding to down all day today, but I wanted to show you a few things how it's such a powerful way to look at the order flow, especially the level 2, to get some confirmations. First of all, the top chart that we have on here, these two are crude, ES and then NQ. Let's look at ES first. The reason is that I want to show the confluence, the confirmation, and then the higher confidence, how we can get it through from price action based, um, price action supply and demand based entry signals, and then when you have the clarity and confirmation from level 2 below. Okay, so let's look at this one first. From almost like the morning, you can see signal number 1. That's because the strongest demand was went back to the same place, bounced. Number 2, again the strongest demand was broken and the retest to the same area, and then it was consolidating almost since almost like last 2.5 hours. Right now we are waiting for either it's going to break out up or break out down, but which side we're going to go through the market, that's very critical. Even those price movements, even though we have very good signals, but you need to have a second confirmation. Let's look at the order flow. Okay, this is level 2 order flow that we are looking at. um, One thing I want you to note, this is a newer version. I think some customers don't have this. I'm testing the latest version. From morning, almost like you can see from morning, um, you, I wanted to note down there are order flows. There are something coming, and you know what? I got to use the. I had to open the DOM to see, so they can compare. Let's see. All right, so let me open the DOM right here. This is on ES. Okay, I'm going to open up almost like let's say 100 take depth, so I can see everything. You can see right here in terms of 342, 343, 35. So those are we look at those numbers and see which order flow really matters that we need to consider, which one we are going to ignore. That is the most critical part of order flow based trading. But there is no straight way to determine those just by looking at those numbers. That's why we developed algorithm to take all those numbers, try to plot historically, and then even the latest version, we color coded the important order flow versus the ones is just coming and going. It's like nice, it's not reliable. So anytime you see the purple, that's like the order flow coming in, what you see here. But when we see some confirmation based on algorithm, we are going to mark it as red on the sell side order flow. On the buy side order flow, you can see the initial ones are blues, and then once we get the confirmation, the strongest ones we are marking it as green. Okay, now I want you to look at only two ways to trade based on the order flow. One, I want you to watch the price action when it either breaks up or breaks down, because every time there's a price, we should have the uh, breakout on either side, because breakout is the best way to trade as a top not the top high probability trade. In this case, what I'm looking for, any opportunity where the strongest demand is broken and then supply starts coming in. Okay, so that's when, or the supply is getting broken and then demand coming in if it is going for a long. But today you can see in the morning it started, I can see some demand is forming right here, demand is forming here, but moment we can see demand was broken, the supply started coming in the same price range. That's a first, after the pullback retest, look at that move, in terms of the demand was broken and then the supply forms, right? Again, we can see that anytime we need to see the confirmation. Look at this, that strong demand was broken and then supply was coming in. You can see the confirmation came right here and then slides moving in. Okay, and one more thing in terms of not every time the price goes there and then break out, and then continues, because we need to have a, sometimes the buyer starts stepping in to push the prices back up. Okay, you can see that right here. The strongest zone formed almost like what time is this? 10:22. From 10:22, the buyer's order flow was sitting there holding the price down almost, until just now like 10 minutes ago they lost the control. But still I think they're now wait and see in terms of how it's going to build up. But one thing again I can see, the sellers control from here to here to here, and then here. This is a red confirmation here, and the price is pushed down. Now I started seeing the confirmation right here. I see the confirmation right here. That means from here, it, since it's already broken through this demand, it might go even further. Okay, even further. Next barrier is right here. So if you can apply the simple steps in terms of looking for, once it's broken out, do you see the confirmation on the opposite sell side, opposite sell side, opposite sell side, then it's confirmation is going down further, right? So let me, it not only for ES, I think I want to show you some samples on the stocks, because stocks, and you know what, let's look at the crude also. Okay, this is crude, all day. In terms of when the day started, we can see the buyer's demand control here, supply order flow. I can see like contracts at 150, contract 124, and then 210, the contracts right here. But sellers are coming in. You can look at those sellers contracts. It starts building. It started with a little bit less, and then as the day progresses, they are building the sell pressure at this price point. You can see all day the price could not go above. I mean, the price start to move in, but eventually they are starting building up this strongest zone right here. They could not break it through. Okay, I wanted to show you some stocks, because it's a strategy. It works on every single instrument. It doesn't matter only on the futures. Okay, now should I close it? No, it did not. All right, this is Tesla. Let's look at Tesla's. All right, I'm not sure how much you can. This is, look at the clarity in terms of the market was consolidating right here. Once all the buyers order flow was exhausted, look what happened. Look at this. Look at all the order flow got exhausted. The last one exhausted right here. Look what happened, the huge drop, and then sellers are stepping in. This is something you can see. Once the sellers stepping in, they are taking over the control. I'm here. Now it's consolidating right here. This is where you can see in terms of confirmation. Like I told you, we need to see, once it's broken out, we need to see the opposite. Look at this. Once this one, first time on the day, it was broken out here, there is no sell side. The went back up, the sellers are coming in, and then starts re-establishing here. The price is going down, taking out all the liquidity, and then even when it broke down, sellers are in the same price taking over here. Now the consolidation happens in this area, again going down, broken through the final order flow, and then it's now the sellers are right here in terms of control right here. But one thing I want you to note down is that look at the contracts right now. I think one thing we built right now with this latest version, it not only you can see the historical order flow, how it impacted the current market in terms of how much order flow. This is, as of now, we have this many order flows are active. Order flows, liquidity zones are active. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the down. You can see what is the quantity, how much, what is the quantity in terms of each liquidity that you can see right here. Okay, so this is Tesla. Like again, my point is, look for the breakout and then opposite zone formation right here. Breakout, opposite zone, breakout. Okay, and then You can see that even on the upside, even though market was downside all day, let me show you something on the upside. When the market started, you can see the demand here, supply here, almost like when the mornings are 8 to 9 o'clock. When the 9 o'clock it broke out, you can see the buyers are stepping in, pushing the prices up. It's a back and forth fighting between, it's a dog fight between the buyers and sellers. That's what we call it as like a consolidation or choppy region. Once it's all the buyers are exhausted, look at this, all the buyers are exhausted, sellers are taking over, look what happens. Let's look at Nvidia or Apple, because which one should I look first? Apple. Why not? So let's look at Apple. Okay. All right. Like I said, okay, let's zoom it out. Okay, so this is from the morning, 8 o'clock, right? I think you can see from the morning, sellers are here, buyers are here. It was consolidating. Once the bottommost demand was taken out, sellers are stepping in. You see, the same price was controlled by the sellers. So what happened? The prices went down, it retested that area and then gone further. From here, the sellers did not, right? It's buyers are losing the ground in terms of until the point where what time is this one at right here you can see it stopped, and then like sellers are here, buyers are here, it's taking over. Now you can see the buyers are losing the control, sellers are stepping in, taking control. After like 10:41 it started reversing in terms of buyers regained the control first. Once you regain the control, that means it's gonna go up. It took out first liquidity on the sell side, and then buyers control from here, moved on here, and then they held that ground for a long time. You got to see in terms of who is gaining, who is losing, and then that is a better confirmation to look at the order flow. Let's look at one more. I think this time let's look at Nvidia. I think, do I have it, or did I close it? I'm sorry guys, I closed it. The reason is that if I try to open it right now, if I try to open the chart, let me open here, we won't be able to see it because I need to open this in the morning so that we'll start collecting the data. I'm going to open Nvidia and then like a minute chart on days. All right, okay, if I open this chart right now, okay, if I try to add the BSG liquidity zones indicator, it won't show the history, what happened from the morning. Okay, let me load the settings for Nvidia that I have. Nvidia. Okay. Oh, okay, at least I have from the morning a little bit, because I think I closed it around 10:50. Okay, I have some information. All right, so let's look at. Again, same way, you can see in terms of it was consolidating since the morning, and then sellers are stepping down, and then it was finally broken out, retested, same price, sellers taken over, the same price again, last buyer was controlled, and then seller was here. It's a shifting momentum. The pivotal points where is which exact prices or last liquidity zone is getting broken, and then how the control is shifting over. Now I did not have the chart open since like a 10:40, that's why I don't have the data, but now I think we can see starters coming in. Look at the support at the liquidity on almost 160,000 order share demand is right here. Here it's almost just 21,000, 20,000, 24,000. That's nothing. But look at the buyers support at 164,000. It's right here. You can see this blue is matching this one. This is where the buyers coming in with such a high quantity. You can see the price moving on. So again, that's my signal. Where do we have signal? Oh, that's the NQ. All right, let's look at the NQ before we wrap it up. All right. This is our supply and demand trading signal system, where you can see in terms of once signal is produced, that level was held. Once we form the consolidation between this area, finally the consolidation was broken, retested, we have the signal here, entry opportunity here, entry opportunity here, another entry opportunity here. This is based on supply and demand trade signals using the historical pricing. Let's look at same in terms of how does it look on order flow. Okay, so let's look at the order flow for NQ. Look at that. All right, so let's same thing from since morning. It was consolidating in this 8:30 to finally broken out. Finally broken out. There is no sellers forming here, but sellers confirmation came at this point, and then they regained the control right here. Since then, this control and then sellers control was having a choppy region. From here, the market is bouncing back and forth, and then now, just now, the final demand just got broken. You see that? Just got broken right now as we speak. In like 5 minutes ago, the final demand was broken, and then sellers are controlled right here. That's why we have the signal, trading signal from here, right? Where is it? Right here. That's why we had trading signal from here. So hopefully, I want to convey in terms of how you can apply the support and resistance, and then the breakout, and then re-establishing the control in the newer price level to show the price action move. In terms of level 2, level 2 is the only one you can it can tell you what's happening in the market right now than what happened in the past. It's going to take some time for you guys to understand, as well as like practice those price action, but start with level 2. You will have much better I would say luck, because nothing is guaranteed. But in terms of, we can, once you start one trade with one pattern, one setup, one entry, that you can repeat in any instrument. That's why I want to show you the same setup, same level 2 setup on all the futures that I have on some of the top blue chip stocks, because it's the same kind of strategy, same kind of entry point, same kind of breakouts, same kind of buyers and sellers control. If you start understanding those things, then you'll have eventually start anticipating and then making the perfect entries in your trading system. Hope you got the samples I want to show you. Have a good day. Have a great trading day. Have a great weekend as well. Thank you so much.